In September 2025, a girl posted a terrifying video that was recorded by a surveillance camera inside her mother's home, where she runs a daycare center. One day, while her mother was at work, one of the children suddenly became terrified, scaring all the other kids. But what made her share the footage was the mysterious thing that happened, which left her completely frightened. Let's watch the footage.
Did you do that? Were you in there? Were you in there?
No.
Who knocked this over? Who knocked this over?
Maybe it was just air. Yeah, what was it done? Well, I could have said,
Did you do that?
For an unknown reason, the playhouse suddenly fell on its own, even though none of the children had touched it. And strangely, this happened right after the child ran out of that room screaming, completely terrified. The woman couldn't figure out what had scared the child or how that heavy playhouse fell by itself. But recently, after posting this video, someone noticed something that might explain the child's fear. Something that made the woman feel even more terrified. Did you notice it too? Watch the video and look closely. Suddenly, strange hands appeared, holding onto the top part of the door. Then they disappeared, retreating back into the room. This happened at the exact moment the child screamed. After the video went viral, the daycare owner's daughter posted another video trying to explain what was happening.
I wanted to quickly show you exactly what it was that was scaring the little kid that my mom was watching. So pretty much the house, and obviously it's pretty hefty, so it really doesn't make any sense that it would just fall on its own like that. This is the room. The crazy thing about this is that there was like markings at the top of the entranceway of like the doorway, and I guess in the video you can see hands gripping onto the doorway. I don't really know what to make of that. I thought at first that it was like bugs or something like that, but it looked almost like two hands like gripping on the top, like leading into this room, just like. But the main thing, and the reason that the little boy was screaming, is actually in here. We have this covered up for a reason. Apparently, the little boy told my mom that he saw a face in these mirrors. We already found someone who's going to take it off our hands and pick it up on Facebook Marketplace.
The girl said that the child told her mother he got scared and ran out of the room because he saw a terrifying face in the mirror. So, they covered the mirror to prevent any other child from getting scared. They also locked the child's safety gate to stop the children from entering the room. But one night, while the girl was reviewing the surveillance footage, she noticed that the safety gate opened on its own.
That's fucking creepy. Do it again. Like, yeah, okay. Do it again. I'll wait. Do it again. Open the gate.
The sheet covering the mirror started moving in a disturbing way. At first, she didn't notice, but what truly terrified her was when the upper part of the sheet moved, as if there were fingers pressing from the other side, even though the only thing beneath the sheet is just the vanity mirror, which doesn't have any moving pieces. At that moment, she became terrified and ran out of the house. After that, she locked the door, making sure no kids get inside.
That we're going to keep the room closed off from the kiddos for now so they can play in the rest of the space.
Unfortunately, not enough information was released about what happened, but what appeared in those recordings was extremely frightening and seemed very real. To this day, what is happening in that house remains a terrifying mystery that has not been solved. So, what do you think? A man named Dan explores abandoned and haunted places all across the United States. On this day, while he and his friend were traveling along a road in the middle of the New Mexico desert, they spot a run-down abandoned travel lodge and decide to take a look inside. But it turned out that this place was more terrifying than any location Dan had ever explored. First, Dan almost accidentally stepped on a coiled rattlesnake.
This is why you gotta be really careful out here. Because right there, whoops, right there, is a rattlesnake. And I didn't even see him before I actually stepped over him.
Luckily, the snake didn't bite him, even though he was extremely close to it.
Walked right past him. You can see my footprint right there. And he didn't rattle.
But then, something far more horrifying happened.
There's wood floors. Oh!
Dan suddenly felt a sting on the back of his head, and when he turned around, a huge, angry swarm of African killer bees attacked him. The bees had a hive inside the abandoned building. Dan screamed in pain, dropped the camera to the ground, and he and his friend ran out of the building. But the bees kept chasing and attacking them, and their screams could be heard. Fortunately, Dan and his friend managed to escape and reach their car. They waited until the bees calmed down before going back to retrieve the camera. Dan says that over the years, he has entered many scary and haunted places, but this was the most terrifying building he has ever been in, because snakes and bees are far more frightening than ghosts and demons. This video was recorded by a nurse working in a hospital. It was 2019 when she took this video, but even to this day, this footage continues to keep her up at night. On that day, the nurse was filming an elderly woman who had come to the hospital to pray and blessing a room that was said to be cursed. This particular room had a terrifying reputation. Any patient stays there, they either get really sick or pass away within a month or two. It had become known among the staff as the death room. Anyway, when the woman entered the room, she began to pray. Suddenly, something truly disturbing happened.
Heavenly Father, I ask for your divine presence to fill this space. May your light shine brightly through every room, cleansing this home of any negativity, fear, or unrest. Let peace dwell in every corner, and love be the foundation of every wall. Bless this home with your protection, surrounding it with your angels, and shielding it from harm and evil. May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your blessings. In Jesus' May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your blessings. In Jesus'
It happened very quickly, but when the video is replayed, you can clearly notice that the rosary gets lifted in a strange way, as if some invisible entity had pulled it. Some might say that the old lady had moved her arm or wrist, which made the rosary move, but clearly she doesn't. The nurse who recorded the video said she felt extreme fear in that moment. She also claims that other strange incidents have happened in this space. One day, when one of her co-workers recorded this during a group therapy session, which included a therapy dog, something unusual occurred.
Where's your other sweater? Can I have one? Use it. Yeah.
Really?
For no apparent reason, the therapy dog breaks away from the group and walked toward that very room. It stood there, staring inside. This behavior was completely unlike the dog, as it was trained to stay calm and close to their handler. Even more disturbing, the dog began to whimper, as if it was seeing something terrifying. And that's not all. To this day, the nurse says things continue to happen inside that room.
I don't know, no one's in there. It's crazy. Get the light, get the light. You saying chick? Yes. Did you just get that on camera? No. Stop. I'm not playing with you anymore. I don't like this. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
This is insane.
Right there.
Okay, you're gonna stop this right now.
The room is completely empty, yet the door has been seen closing on its own. Something or someone pressed the alarm button from inside, even though no one was there. Hospital staff say they have replaced everything in the room, fully renovated it, and even brought in religious figures multiple times. But nothing has been able to stop these frightening events, and they continue to this day. As always, I'd like to hear your explanations. What exactly is happening in room 112? This video dates back to December 2023 and was filmed by a surgeon in a hospital. Late at night, while she was completely alone inside the operating room, she decided to record an educational video for her surgical students, but suddenly something terrifying happened. Let's watch the footage.
At chromic catgut, the difference is, I'm so sorry, my brain. Okay, here we go, back. Okay. So here we have two different kinds of sutures, polypropylene monofilament and chromic catgut. The difference between these two is that this one is dissolvable and it's animal derived, and the sutures last anywhere from 60 to 90 days. Literally tearing up right now. Can you please just show yourself?
She began searching for the source of the sound, but found nothing. Then the doors started moving on their own, and suddenly a black figure appeared on the opposite side, moving at an unusually fast speed. At first, the doctor thought it was a person running down the hallway, but when the footage was zoomed in, it became clear that it wasn't human. It was completely black, without features, and almost transparent. Moreover, the speed at which it moved was unnatural and impossible for any human to achieve. In the end, the final judgment is up to you. Share your interpretations in the comments. This video is from Japan. It was filmed by a couple who run a YouTube channel where they explore abandoned and haunted places. Late one night, they went to investigate a famous tunnel in Japan that is said to be haunted, where strange and terrifying things happen to anyone who enters at night. When they arrived, the woman went inside the tunnel to take some photos, while her husband stayed in the car to watch the entrance. What happened next was terrifying.
雨え
ちょっとなんか見えたかもしれんじ。
そう。どういうこと見えた
なんかわからんけど、なんか今一瞬なんか。
In the darkness, strange legs suddenly appeared right behind the woman. Terrified, she immediately ran out of the tunnel. She said the legs looked swollen and unnatural, as if they did not belong to a human. Moments later, her husband went in to investigate, but he found nothing.
ちょっと先進みます。で、さっき、ちょっと暗かったんで、あれなんですけど、おそらくね、じゃあ写真撮った。
So, is this tunnel really haunted as rumored, and was what appeared a real ghost, or do you have another explanation? A man named Carter worked as a construction worker. He had been remodeling a house, working day and night. On this particular day, he discovered something in the house that the property owner had never mentioned. He found hidden crawl space. Apparently, it was hidden behind a stack of drywall. Late at night, after finishing his work, he decided to enter and explore the crawl space. But this was a bad idea, because what happened to him was truly terrifying.
But while I came across something that was really cool, and I feel like it sets this house apart. The reason why I'm just now finding this crawl space is because of this drywall. The owner, she had this drywall covering the crawl space. That's not the cool thing about it. And I want y'all to check this out. So while I was here, I found this table, and I also found this extra space right here. You have a vent right there. I think I just heard some footsteps. This can't be a squatter.
The man was completely alone in the house when he suddenly heard footsteps directly above him. Then he heard a strange sound, so he went to investigate. Suddenly, he heard the sound of someone talking and giggling. At that moment, Carter felt a wave of fear and immediately ran out of the house. As he was leaving, he saw the door to the hidden crawl space moving on its own. Carter insists that he was completely alone in the house. He adds that this was the most terrifying day of his life, and he decided never to return to work in that house again, believing it to be haunted. What do you think? A girl named Maggie says she has recently started experiencing strange events inside her home. Recently, while she was alone in the house, she noticed that her cat behaving in a funny way. She immediately grabbed her phone and started recording it. And this is what happened. Maggie didn't notice anything unusual at the time and thought it was just her cat acting strangely and playfully. But when she watched the video again, she was shocked and terrified to see that the cat appeared to be pulled by an unseen entity. The video went viral, quickly reaching over 3 million views. Most viewers confirmed that the cat's movement was not normal and that it had indeed been pulled. So, what's your explanation for what happened? The following terrifying video was recorded by a woman who works at a mid-size hotel in the United States. The woman says that many hotel guests complain about room number 205, and when they return to the hotel, they refuse to rent that room again. None of them would tell her the reason.
Okay, so I'm here at work tonight, and we have workers that come here that work on the railroad. I checked in 5 of them, and the second floor is where they usually go because that's where all the king suites are at. Well, they're all saying, please don't put me in room 205. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with 205? And not one of them would tell me what was wrong with 205. So, how about me and you, all of us, go up to room 205 and see why no one wants to rent that room?
The woman decided to go to room 205 to investigate, but what happened was terrifying. Let's watch the footage.
Okay, walking up there now. Going up the steps. All right. It's like really cold in here though. Like really cold. And the air's not even on. I mean, I don't see anything. So maybe we can sit. Yeah, the air and stuff's not on. Maybe sit in the dark. See if we can hear something. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna probably lose all my views for my people watching, but okay, let's do this. Oh, God. All right, no, I'm out.
When the woman turned off the lights in the room, she suddenly heard a voice very close to her saying, "Hey."
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, no, I'm out.
Terrified, she immediately ran out of the room. However, after many requests from viewers, she plans to go back and investigate the room again very soon. So, what do you think happened? A group of paranormal investigators decided to go late at night to explore the abandoned Madison School in Ohio, which is known for being haunted. This school is very old, built in 1847. Years later, it was turned into a mental asylum, and during World War II it became a hospital for treating soldiers. Since then, the building has remained abandoned. Shortly after entering, something strange happened.
You're super red.
What? Am I gonna die?
What?
Am I gonna die?
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he's super red.
I feel fine.
Look at that. Oh, something just came through.
Pain.
Oh, it's a pain.
Oh, what the?
It almost looks like a thumb.
That's weird. What? It's a weird spot, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even feel anything. Like, it doesn't feel like anything right now.
No, that's weird.
I guess we'll see if it does start to feel like something.
Turn around again.
So it's burning or something?
I mean, that's... It's so red.
I don't know, it doesn't feel like anything. It's weird.
Suddenly, this man felt a burning sensation on his neck. He was terrified when he discovered a large red mark on his neck. The investigators continued exploring the place and went upstairs, but what happened next was truly terrifying. Let's watch the footage.
Yeah, there's like a male voice down there. It was like 2 or 3 years.
Doctor! Doctor!
It said doctor.
It just said doctor.
Right after we heard male voice, it said doctor. Yeah. So the thing is, he says he doesn't like to be called a doctor because he says he was a surgeon. So people call him a doctor and it makes him angry. So we call him a doctor, usually.
Is there a doctor down there? Oh! Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I definitely heard a voice coming from down there.
It said doctor.
It just said doctor.
Right after we heard male voice, it said doctor. Yeah. So the thing is, he says he doesn't like to be called.
It just said doctor.
Suddenly, they began hearing a strange sound, like a man speaking. Then, on the opposite side, a small, dark, semi-transparent figure appeared, moving quickly before disappearing. The investigators did not see it or realize its presence at that moment. It was only later, when they reviewed the footage, that they noticed it, leaving them shocked and terrified. At that point, they became convinced that this building is indeed haunted, as people say. What do you think? The following video was recently posted and has quickly surpassed 12 million views and gone viral on social media. In the video, a man from Mexico is seen filming his house, saying that he plans to completely renovate it from the inside. But hours later, while reviewing what he had recorded, he suddenly noticed something extremely terrifying. Let's watch the footage.
Que barrió la basura de allá, pero hasta ahí. Pero mira toda esta madre, güey. Yo sé que no es su responsabilidad de ella, ¿no? Lógico. Pero no, sí está muy de la verga, toda esta madre está muy jodido. Hay que tratarle, bueno, voy a tratar de darle en estos días forma para que no se vea tan jodido. Ya se ve limpio. Pero tomo ya esa madre también lo voy a tirar a la verga, pues en fin de cuentas no me ocupa. De que no, esa puta madre no voy a tratar de romper. Pero sí, no hay un chingo de cosas que no, ya no aplican aquí. Y pues hay que tirarlo.
A completely black, humanoid figure appeared standing on the opposite side. The man immediately turned the camera, but the creature vanishes in the blink of an eye.
Muy jodido. Hay que tratarle, bueno, voy a tratar de darle en estos días forma para que no se vea tan jodido. Ya se ve limpio. Pero tomo ya esa madre también lo voy a tirar a la verga, pues en fin de cuentas no me ocupa.
Many viewers said that this figure closely resembles the being known as the Grim Reaper, which some believe is real and actually exists, not just a myth. What do you think?